doing everything in Disney World. I have 100 days and 1,000 tasks, and we desperately need to keep going. 100 days, 1,000 tasks, and if I'm able to complete this challenge, I can actually take my friends Fry Bucket and Quincy with me to Disneyland Paris. We are slowly working our way through this lovely long list, and you might be wondering, where do you get the list from? Well, it comes from our computer AI bestie, Agnes. Agnes tells us what we are doing for the day. We're able to tell her where we're gonna be at and how much time we have. So Agnes, what are we doing today?
Hello Emma, for today, 10 items have been sent to your device. And guess what? I'm going to make today a solo day. So there'll be no additional challenge. Relax, enjoy, and have a magical day.
So we are just now headed into the park today. And first things first, we're gonna head into one of my favorite places, the seas. So we made our way over to World Nature, which is where we're gonna find Sea Base. This is where we're headed first. But I wanted to update you guys, I am eating a strawberry Uncrustable. It's my favorite thing, and I don't think that this is a task. I don't think nobody really cares even, but I love my Uncrustables and I wanted to share.
Emma loves Uncrustables.
So now we're having our little snack on the way in. We're gonna go check out Sea Base. There's actually a specific thing we're checking out in Sea Base, but this is one of my favorite spots in Epcot because it is so chill. So it's looking a little bit busy today for Sea Base, but even then the AC is still pumping and it still feels incredibly nice. So every single one of the animals here in the Sea Base, because this is a giant aquarium basically, is on our list, which is super exciting. We have a lot to do in here, but for today, we really only have one task. My personal task is that I'm gonna be saying hi to the manatee that is still here, Lil Joe. This is not on our list and does not count. We've already done this, I think, but I don't wanna do it for me. There he is. There were recently some pretty major changes over here. There used to be two manatees, Lou and Lil Joe. I love them both dearly. Lou has been sent to a new facility. It's still in Florida, but he's not here at Disney World anymore, and it did break my heart, and I actually really wanted to cry over it. But we are getting a new manatee, hopefully soon. I'm not sure of the exact date, so Lil Joe won't be alone forever, but big changes. And again, is this part of the Agnes task? No, I just did it.
She still loves Uncrustables.
Now our actual Agnes task, I believe, is upstairs. So we're gonna take the escalators, head upstairs to find our Agnes task. The reason I love it in here so much is it is physically very dark. There's incredible animals to be seen, but there's also a lot of AC, and typically it's not crowded, especially compared to the rest of the parks. So it's just a really great way to kind of escape, get away from the crowds and the heat. Okay, I'm looking specifically for the coral reefs, which my Disney Experience app says is just this whole area. Coral are the animals. Coral are animals. Coral reefs are made up of thousands of tiny coral polyps. Wow. So they're all around, they're all through the seas. Okay, wait, I'm taking another quick detour because there's a little character palooza going on right now. This is something that happens throughout some of the parks, but especially here in Epcot. You can find them up here at the front or near the American Adventure, in the American Pavilion. And it just is essentially when characters are training. So right now, Piglet is out here, the penguin from Mary Poppins, Stitch is in the back. I really just want a picture with Piglet and then I'll go. I got my picture with Piglet. The character paloozas are not, there's no really formal lines, especially when they're over here by Imagination Pavilion. Sometimes they will form them, at least I've seen when they are near the America Pavilion. There are so many different weird characters that you can find during these like little character paloozas. They're so fun, they're so sweet. You get to see more rare characters. For example, the only place I know that you can meet Piglet is at Crystal Palace in Magic Kingdom. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. Off the top of my head, that is the one place I know you can meet him. Occasionally he'll be meeting with Winnie the Pooh here in Epcot, but really the only person that is on the list of characters to officially meet is Winnie the Pooh, and he's over in the UK Pavilion. So it's always fun. Take it as an opportunity to just have a fun little moment with a character that you might not see anywhere else. Our first thing we're doing here in the World Showcase, we're going to say hello to Donald, who of course is on the list. One of my favorite places to meet Donald is back here in Mexico. I just love the energy. I love that it's shaded and hopefully won't take too long.
All right, Donald, this is going to be our
Hi,
last
Donald.
event before we go do those churros, all right?
We'll make it quick. So I know you have churros to make. Can we take some good pictures together? We met Donald. It was so much fun. Check marks all around. My favorite meet and greet, but I will say Donald was going in on his break as soon as I was done, and they had said that before I went up, so I wanted to let him go. Now we've got two things we're doing in Norway, and one of them is going to take a while. This is one of those lines that I have been dreading for Agnes to pull, and today was the day. But it is also a ride that I absolutely love, so I'm not upset that we're doing it. Just might take us a minute. Before we get in line for Frozen Ever After, I'm going to go inside the Kringle Bakery Og Cafe, which is the quick service here in the Norway Pavilion. Quick service is kind of a loose term. It is a legitimate bakery, and I think I'm just gonna grab a drink today. I ended up getting the frozen Viking coffee, which is an adult beverage that you can get here. If you don't want it to be alcoholic, you can get the non-alcoholic version, which is the Kristoff Calf. It's basically the exact same thing, but this one has Bailey's Irish cream liqueur, coffee with chocolate sauce, and then a chocolate brunch on top. It's one of my favorite drinks in the world. I've not had it forever, so I was happy to take this excuse to get this. To me, it's like chocolate milk. And then of course the Bailey's makes it really, really creamy and gives it like a little bit of a bite, but it's so sweet. It's so good. So now we're gonna go get in line for probably an hour. Typically if the standby is outside, I think it's over an hour, but you know what? It's on our list. We've got the time today, and this counts for two. This is not just Frozen Ever After, so I feel good using a little bit more time on it. I've consistently checked the wait times as I was heading over, and it was sitting firmly at 50 minutes all morning, so that's kind of where I think we're at. Okay, I'm almost inside the AC. It's only been 10 minutes, so that's not bad at all. That's why I don't mind waiting this line, especially because majority of it is inside in the air conditioning. Another thing I really love about this queue is how many little details there are. So like Beware the Duke of Wesselton, Oaken's Big Summer Blowout, which we'll actually get to check out later. It's just a lot of really cute little details to kind of help you keep you and your kiddos, or maybe just your family and all the adults, busy. Hey, we made it to the sun. It only took us 30 minutes to get up here.
I'll be out in a minute. Oh, and with every purchase, free lutefisk.
I'm about to be divided into my boat. It's literally been only 34 minutes, and this is a line I would wait 50 minutes in easily, especially compared to lines like Slinky Dog. Slinky Dog in Hollywood Studios is hot, it is brutal. We do not recommend doing a midday line out there, but this one, truly not so bad. It said 45, it's gonna take us 35. Obsessed. I adore this ride. There are many variations now. I've got to go on 3 different versions of this ride. Really, there's 2 different versions of this ride, and then a new one of its own kind where it takes you back through the story of Frozen over in Tokyo, but it's in a similar vein. I love them all. I absolutely adore them. Frozen and Frozen 2 specifically are some of my favorite movies. I literally on the way here was listening to the Frozen 2 soundtrack, specifically Lost in the Woods. So I love it. And that was 2 Agnes tasks. So I feel very incredibly accomplished. the way we're gonna do the rest of the day, we're just gonna keep walking around the World Showcase, do things as we hit them, which is a really, really nice way to experience the World Showcase, in my personal opinion. It's actually one of my favorite ways to enjoy the World Showcase. A lot of times when I come to Epcot for fun with my friends, or at least before I moved especially, one of my favorite ways to experience this park was to do all the rides in the morning, and then as soon as I was able, as soon as I got my rides done, go into the World Showcase and just leisurely stroll and eat and enjoy and have a few drinks. That is my personal preference, but it's just because I love the World Showcase so much, and I feel like it really gets overlooked because there aren't as many rides back here outside of Remy and Frozen. So it's just my favorite way to do it. So as I'm strolling, I'm like kind of staking out the food and wine booths that are out, because I still have not personally eaten at every single booth, although I have eaten at a lot of them. Food and wine is happening right now while I'm filming. It is a long and lovely festival. I really like it. It's actually a little bit shorter this year, but it's easily the most popular festival. If you guys are curious, we have a full coverage video from this year's festival, the 2024 one, up on the channel right now. If you're about to travel and you want to know what's worth your money and what isn't, definitely go check it out. The Italy booth continues to be a bad booth. Sorry to Italy, but shout out to your weird little vanilla cheesecake that I liked. We talked earlier about character paloozas and how sometimes they are here, sometimes they're right in this spot right here. It's a good place to find them if you're curious. There are no date and times for them. They are completely at random, so it's really a very special moment if you get to see one. So we're gonna head inside for our next task, and it's not the American Adventure, which is the show you can find back here in the Morocco Pavilion. No, it's not. We've already done that, Sage and I. And his love of Rosie the Riveter was displayed during that video. But we're actually doing something that is still inside. It's just not necessarily the show. So what we're checking out today is the Portraits of Courage. It's on our list. A Commander-in-Chief's tribute to America's warriors. This is pretty much brand new in the terms of Disney World. It only opened earlier this summer, and it's art that President George W. Bush has actually created to help support veterans. And he's painted them all himself, and they are all scattered throughout the area down here as you're waiting for the American Adventure. And they are really, really, I think, impactful. There are over 60 different oil paintings that, again, President Bush painted himself, and they are all of service members and veterans who actually served in uniform with honors since 9/11. It's really neat because George Bush actually met with all of these men and developed relationships with them personally, and it's all based off of a book that was actually published in 2017, which you can see on display right here. And then you can actually see letters to the president from some of these men. But yeah, it's a really, I think, interesting exhibition and a great way to kind of get out of the heat. And you can look at these portraits while you wait on Voices of Liberty or while you wait on the American Adventure. It's very neat. Now we've had a lot of fun, but it actually, thanks to like our walking around and our perusing and my many detours, it's time for lunch. And my Uncrustable, my breakfast Uncrustable, gone, non-existent. So we're gonna head to the next stop on our Agnes list, which is luckily just one pavilion over. All right, moving into the Japan Pavilion. We're having lunch at a quick service that I often do not find myself at, so we're gonna find out if I need to remember this hidden gem or if there's a reason that I don't typically come to it. Now we're here at Katsura Grill, and this is Katsura Grill, so it's kind of hidden. It's easy to skip if you don't see it. It has ramen and udon, curry, teriyaki, chicken, and I don't know what I want. This is not on the mobile order list though. You can't mobile order, so you're gonna have to go inside and wait in line, which is totally fine. Typically there's not a super long line because, again, people kind of forget about it. There's a little bit of indoor seating in here, but most of the seating is outside. I have no idea what to get. Oh no. So I ended up going with the Tokyo Sushi combo, which is 4 pieces of California roll and then 3 pieces of nigiri. And then I wanted a side, and so I ended up going with the edamame, which comes with salt. So I will add some salt to that. Okay, overall, this was a really nice, light lunch. It was a lot healthier than a lot of the things I find myself eating in Epcot, and it was really refreshing on a hot day. All of that being said, this is not going to be the best sushi you ever have. The edamame was fine. If you really want sushi in Disney World, definitely go to Shikisai. it is much better. It is a table service, so it's going to take a little bit more time, but the quality is just a lot higher. But if you just want a really quick something as you're running through here and you don't want it to be heavy, you want something light, I think this is a good option. This is not what Katsura is known for. Their udon is significantly better than these items, but again, it's hot for like 95% of the year, and not everyone wants hot soup in the middle of Orlando. But Agnes task, check. And with that, I think suspicion, like I understand now why I'm not often back here. I actually really liked it, but compared to the awesome festival food that is here for 90% of the year, it's a little harder to justify one of these spots versus eating at a handful of festival booths. Now it looks like we have 2 more tasks inside the park, both of which are somehow in the same pavilion. So I'm very excited to kind of check out these 2 little tasks in what is probably my second favorite pavilion. And then we're heading out for our last one, which is so different and cool. Okay, here we are, Morocco. I absolutely love this pavilion. I think it is so gorgeous. We've got 2 tasks here today. Both are very easy, both are very fun and vibey, which I think Morocco is very fun and vibey as well. There's a handful of things to do back in this pavilion, but we are doing the Kid Cot, which if you've seen this series at all, is like one of my favorite things. And then we're also going to be doing the Photo Pass, which looks like he is out here and ready to go. While the Photo Pass guy is talking though, we're gonna start with our Kid Cot. I did bring my passport. If this is your first time joining us, Kid Cot is a really fun, free activity that you can do around Epcot. And you can buy these really fun Epcot passports, which look like this. I believe they're about $20. They come with stickers and a button. They're super, super cute. And I have been documenting all of our stops. Let me find with the fun stickers and the different dates and times, and the cast members fill it out. Hi, good, how are you?
What's your name?
Emma.
Emma? What's your name? The sentence says, "Welcome to Morocco, Emma."
Perfect, thank you so much.
Enjoy your night.
Thanks, you too. Okay, here's how she filled it out. We're gonna sit in the Fez house and put our stickers on, but it says, "Welcome to Morocco, Emma." That's so cool. Stickers have weirdly become one of my favorite parts of this. I think it's just because it makes it look so cute and sweet. And I keep all my stuff in a free Kid Cot Ziploc bag they gave. Random, but it's true. So they give you a sticker sheet for each country. And this, of course, is included in the paid part of the passport. If you don't want to buy the passport, no worries. You still can do this for free and get these. It's a little info sheet about every country with a sticker on the front if you want it, and then a coloring sheet on the back. Here it is, my final product. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I personally wish that every single park had something like this. Animal Kingdom does have the Wilderness Explorers, which I feel like is very similar. You actually get the entire packet without having to pay anything. I love it. There used to be the Sorcerer's card game in Magic Kingdom. It was one of my favorite activities in Magic Kingdom. They got rid of it forever ago, and I'll always miss that forever. And I love it. I think it's a little something to do that just makes your park days even better. So this is my petition formally to bring back the Sorcerer's Magic Kingdom game, and also to add something like this in Hollywood Studios, which kind of the Bounty Hunter game is a little bit that way, but it's only in Galaxy's Edge and it's not throughout the whole park, and there's no like little book or pamphlet or passport. So we just need to bring it back. We need something. And we're gonna do the Photo Pass here in Morocco. Every single pavilion has like a pavilion Photo Pass shot. This one is right here in the front, and this lovely man in the lime green shirt is who's going to take our photo. Photo Pass is a free service you have here in Disney that the Disney photographers will take your pictures for you and your family. Now to get the pictures, that is not free. Unfortunately, you do have to buy like the Memory Maker package or packages through your vacation, or you can buy one if you want. But I love it. My favorite family photos are some Photo Pass taken photos. So I think that they're really nice to make sure everyone gets to be involved and it's not just a close-up selfie, but really nice posed photos. Okay, I took my photos, which you can see here. Lovely. They were so much fun. I sometimes don't really know what to do when I'm by myself. So I like having braids, or like if you have ears, grab onto your ears, toss your hands in the air. And sometimes if you're really at a loss, the PhotoPass people will help. They'll help you out. And they were very kind. He was very funny and made me feel comfortable. Oh my gosh, y'all. 2 character paloozas in a day. There's another one happening right here, right next to Canada. I see Big Al. I see our friend, the Mary Poppins penguin is back. Rafiki. I cannot for the life of me remember this poor character's name. Pinocchio. Oh my gosh. Love Big Al. He's in his old outfit too. Let's see, Piglet. This is just crazy. Oh, Rafiki. How fun. Never see Pinocchio. I have to know who's around the corner. Who is it? Oh, it's Stitch. That is so fun. Okay, we already had fun with our Character Palooza, and you can see they're doing lines here, so it's a little bit more structured. But how fun and rare! I don't know. I think that's cool. I love a rare character. That's so cute. We're on our way out. Everyone kiss the Epcot ball goodbye. Did you kiss her? Okay, good. I just had to make sure. Okay, we're exiting. And no, we're not doing the Joffreys here. We've already done that one, actually, I think. I'm pretty sure, for this series. We're actually doing and talking about the Leave a Legacy experience that you can find here. And technically the map marks it as here. Well, as you can see, as well as I can see, it's just the flag. This is not technically where the experience is. Nope, it's all the way over here. So what is Leave a Legacy? This is something that you probably are gonna walk past and honestly never look at, but used to in the past. This was the first thing you saw when you got to Epcot. So Epcot is a park. It really celebrates the world and people and cultures. And one thing they did from 1999 to 2007, Leave a Legacy offered guests the opportunity to get their pictures taken, and then they were etched onto like steel tiles and they were put on panels. And these panels opened up, and it was like the first thing you saw when you went into Epcot, like as you were walking up. And I remember them so vividly, and they were so fun to be able to go and search for your friend's photo or find different people, you know, different people you knew or famous people. It was so sweet. It is no longer here. So now in its place is this Leave a Legacy, which is still the photos. It's just not in the same place. So it's here up at the front, kind of all the way to the left. You can kind of scan a QR code, which you can find right here if you can't find your photo. And then on that website, they're gonna kind of show you how you can find your things. So I just think it's really, really neat being able to find different people. Okay, Justin Timberlake's. Let's see if we can find them. We'll look for Justin's. 007, according to this. Let's see if it's right. Okay, interesting. There's just so many. This is just such a neat thing, I think. And again, it's something that it's easy to walk past and you might never ever see it. But if you're exiting the park or you're entering the park, just walk around this bin. Kind of check it out as you're on your way over here. I don't even think I've ever walked back here. Okay. 007. And then go down to 67, go up to 67, 16, 67, okay, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, yeah, there they are. They're all in a row. That is hilarious. There's Justin, Joey, Lance. That's so funny. Shout out to all of them. I think that was fun and neat, and I really enjoyed that. Also, shout out Chris and JC. I didn't say your names. But there you go. That's our last thing for the day. We found NSYNC. Who knew that was a task? Not me. But this was a lot of fun. This was truly a perfect day, in my opinion. I had the best time. If you guys like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Now you can start this entire series from the very beginning, 30-something videos ago on the channel right now. I'll see you there.